first rodeo. Check my portfolio.
There is a man born into the world by flesh to fulfill the prophecy of the Old Testament. A man given by God and chosen for a unique purpose. A man, he sat amongst the disciples and feasted with them on the Last Supper, but an unfortunate case called for his death and he died. He chose to die. And this man I love so much. His name I love so much. The mention of his name pleases me. The mention of his name suits my heart. A 5-letter word. His name starts with a J and ends with S. His name is Judas. Yes, Judas. But many times I tried to bring Jesus down through temptations because I was at war with him. Many times I tried to fight him, but I couldn't get to him in my chariot filled with temptations. And in as much as I tried to wage war against him, I still couldn't get to him in my chariot until I realized I needed to use another man. So I used Judas Iscariot because Judas is chariot, and with 30 pieces of silver I lured Judas, deceived him and offered him to betray Jesus. I cannot tell you how glad I was, but I was glad. I was glad to see this man beaten, bruised, tortured, and nailed onto the cross. And just like two poets whose lungs were pierced with spears of freedom to bring out the breath of their last words, who both said, "It is finished." Because although it was finished, I didn't know that was the starting point to my defeat. And this man who calls himself Jesus rose from death and placed me under the feet. He defeated me. He conquered me and saved you from sin. He brought eternal life and salvation. All this he did for you, and for far too long I have inconveniently been hiding behind you, studying how unfaithful some of you are to your Savior. Man so unfaithful to Christ, and he abuses me the way you claim you love Christ. Sit in church, yet you betray with the sinful actions just like Judas. So I guess I can call you the modern day Judas. You see, I wanted to introduce myself to you and I finally entered into my kingdom, but it's getting too late. It's getting to the end time. My time is almost up. So I came before you, a condemned man, to appreciate how excellent some of you are serving me. How simple you are making my work. Yes, I'm Lucifer. I was once a faithful servant to your God. An angel of light, he made me, and I was like a gift. And I was like a gift brought to baby Jesus. Yes, I once walked on the streets of gold and sang songs which were, to be frank, insane with his will, but I became a nightmare. So he kicked me out of his kingdom and placed me on the land and the sea. He placed me under water and sand. Why won't I be mad? So now my hatred has been on you. My will is to bring it out. See, every time a second passes by, I'm itching to bring you into my kingdom, because truthfully speaking, I'm going through a lot of pain. And I can't suffer alone. I need you. I need your souls to perish. So I'm polluting the world with a lot of sinful acts, wars, hatred, sexual immorality, murder, violence, abuse, diseases, conflicts, false prophets, envy, racism, and now my trending child I call homosexuality. And let's not deny it, we cannot testify that a lot of people are falling into my deceitful tombs. Your ignorance is so entertaining. Your desperation is so interesting. I just love your hypocrisy. How greedy you are that Christ sacrificed his life for you, get eternal life, but you still can't deny yourself for him. So make it easy for you. I'll just double your life and I'll make you live a double life. And it's just amazing how you switch from light into darkness, just like ECG, ending Christ's grace. And this just makes me happy. Because it's not even been to hell, but you already look warm. You live your lives carelessly as if the end time is not closer. When even Matthew chapter 24 gives a revelation of the end time, don't you know that the end time is soon? Don't you know that a time of judgment is coming when you shall stand before your maker and be judged, whether to make it to heaven or hell? See, either you follow Christ or you serve me. You don't have to be in between. You don't have to be in between me and El Shaddai, El Elohim, El Elyon. Just be like your God. Just be El of Israelites might be in between hell and I, the Father of lies. The ruler of demons, king of the bottomless pit, who has no crown, yet to make me rule you as if I have authority than you. Your knowledge of the word is so shallow. You only produce the milk of the word. I wonder if you are cows. No wonder you are cowed. And I was a fly looking for souls to live for, just like an awkward. Yes, I'm a terrorist. I just blow your mind with thoughts that make you think I rock and I control you. I make you sin unconsciously. See, I've cast a spell of lust on you. You can't even spell lust to realize that it is just Lucifer's ultimate sex trap. And many of you are locked in this cage. So for many times you try to come out, yet I still keep you chained. Why do you think you're still struggling with the same sins? See, I've made you slaves. Slaves dancing to this beat called sin. And even if you put S into the beat, you realize that will become beast. Yes, beast taking a beautiful journey to hell. But there are some of you who are not just Christians but soldiers of Christ. You serve Christ with your whole heart and body. You have made your life like a servant of Christ and you keep preaching Him everywhere you go, keep populating my kingdom. You keep rescuing the perishing with your constant prayers, and your prayers are fighting me. Sometimes I wonder if you are Bruce Willis, because your will is to bruise me and I hate you. But even as I hate you, I still can't touch you, because indeed greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. His grace has been on your side, His protection your side. He has kept you in His kingdom, and this I call favor. Because even if I bring you out, you still have favor. So please, keep up the good work. Love Him more, worship Him more, serve Him faithfully, pray more, praise Him more. And even if you fall, rise and repent. It might not be easy, but please fight the good fight of faith. For He is building up mansions in heaven, a place where the valley of Islam shall flow into diverse streams of joy, peace, glory. And I know it sounds so unusual of me to actually tell you to do all this, but my words are not in judgment of your actions. My words come as a warning. Because if you can't turn down my temptations on earth, then we will turn up in hell, a place where we'll burn together in everlasting fire. And like a reaping adventure, as kings will be squashed through deep sores and bruises, infinite suffering, endless affliction, severe torture, on your job, pain, there'll be weeping, crying, gnashing of teeth. And trust me, you won't like to be there. So let's not end up in hell, please. Please be good disciples of Christ. Be like John. Yes. Be like James, who was once swimming in the sea of sin but left to a clever land because my army heat. So I beg you, for this is the time not just to make your choice but your destiny. And I'll urge you to put on your helmet of salvation, because if I take out your salvation, you would have been helmet. So he who wasn't here, let him hear and think about this. Well,
the bus won't tell me.